Hey, long time no see. We are somewhere outside of Denver. Like really outside of Denver. Like it'll probably take an hour and a half to get back to Denver outside of Denver. So, probably not going back to Denver anytime soon. All right, guys. We're here at a campsite. You see? You see? I'm not lying, it's a campsite. Although I'm not on very level ground, but I'm not a level snob. It's okay. Here we go. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited? Well, if you're not excited, I'm excited. I know you're excited. Look at this. This is a Tundra with a step. Do you see that? Of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't get dirt on it within like 3 hours of picking it up. Look at this. You can put your foot on this bar and you can get up into the bed. Look at that. Can you believe that? What a nice invention. Who would have thought of that? That you could do that in a 3rd Gen Tundra? Well, I personally think it's a necessity. And my big old feet need all this. Wonderful. It's been 3 years? Has it been 3 years since I've had my truck? Maybe more, honestly. Maybe more. But you see it back there. It's doing what it does best. It's dirting. It's in the dirt. So, it's a really beautiful area. I'm just relaxing. No real agenda. I'm not putting up the drone. I'm being lazy. Sorry. There's not even any wind. There's a really nice lake out there. I was like, should I go by the lake? And they wanted $15. I was like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. So why am I outside of Denver? What happened? I thought I lived in Tennessee. So huge announcement. Huge announcement. I left Tennessee. And I moved to Colorado with the clothes on my back. I'm gonna have to hire movers and all that and move my family up in the next couple of weeks. But this is the Lil B's Fabrication rear bumper. This bumper is the bumper I've had my heart set on for a long time. As soon as I saw it, I think 2 years ago, and I reached out to Brian and he's like, yeah, I'm down to make you one. So he made me one. And the last time you guys saw this truck, it was in Uray and Telluride, and we dropped it off, and now it's all done. So all the armor is finished. There's no more armor that's needed on this truck. The only thing that's left armor wise is aftermarket gas tank skid plate. I have skid plates on everything else, from lower shock mounts to rear diff to transfer case to front lower control arm, sliders. I even have protection for the fenders. I mean, this thing is decked out, completely decked out. Portals. Where are the portals? Where are the 74 Weld Portals? I don't know, you tell me. They've been paid for since November. What had happened was the housings for the GX and the Tacoma and the LC250, the steering, like that's, I guess the steering arm, where the tire connects to, wasn't going to be compatible with people who wanted to run stock wheels. So that got redone. All new housing for the Tundra. bespoke. So waiting on that. Should be shipped to Mountain Yoda's in the next month. Maybe now, I don't know. I haven't called in about a month to check on it because I've been busy. I've been busy lifing. Life has been lifing. So, but yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little update. And moving to a location that's going to be very close to Moab. So once we get the portals on, we'll be Moabbing this thing quite often. It's going to be a Moab monster. And I've already got the 40s. They're sitting at Mountain Yoda's, so 40-inch Geolanders on the way. I'm probably going to go back to the Total Chaos upper control arm until Total Chaos releases a long travel kit for the front, which I've been told I'm #1 on the list. So that's what I was told, that I'm #1. So at that time, we'll do, whenever that comes out, we'll go to the Total Chaos long travel, and then I might do a rear 3.0 internal bypass for the rear, and then the truck is done. It's done. Don't say it. Don't say it's gonna be done. All right, guys. Peace out. Okay, so there's a couple of things I wanted to go over about this bumper. Okay, number one, the tow hitch. Number one, the tow hitch. Okay, right here. This is tied into the frame. Okay, and it is so solid and so heavy duty. My gosh, you can move the whole truck if you grab this. I mean, this truck is heavy and my shoulder's not really down, but this thing is insane. And it's a bolt-on, but the bolts are huge, and it's tied into the frame. And then there's a rear winch. Now I got to still do the wiring on this, but the rear winch is 12,000 pound Warn, you know, Xeon with a factor 55 ultra hook. Just because I love the look. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably just gonna use a soft shackle, but I love the look of this thing. At this, you know, it's functional at the same time, but yeah, looks count. I know it's dumb. Whatever. Yeah. Don't be mad. I just love how this thing looks. It's so heavy duty. But the tow hitch is removable if you want to get a little bit more clearance, like a couple more inches. But we have tons and tons of clearance. I think the biggest weak point in the Tundra are the angles. So departure angle, approach angle, and breakover angle, and we are pretty much alleviating all those issues. The other thing we're going to do with the breakover angle, we've improved it a little bit with the bigger tires, but again, you know, the portal's coming. That'll fix all. The portals are coming. That will fix the breakover angle. So then this will be the perfect off-road Tundra. That'll be it. Like, as far as regular speed off-roading, I'm not talking about pre-runner stuff. That stuff is kind of anxiety provoking. I'm not going to be honest. You know, I don't think I'll ever be down to do too much pre-runner stuff. But as far as crawling and overlanding, this will be the bee's knees. So as soon as we get that front long travel, just to get a little bit more travel in the front and get a little bit more, I'll probably add a little bit more spring in the back, go with a little bit of a stiffer yet progressive spring, because this spring that I have is the first set that was released, that was basically the 80 series rear spring. So I'm probably going to go with a stiffer progressive Dobinson's rear spring instead of this non-progressive spring. And yeah, so and the rear 3.0s with the front Total Chaos long travel. And that way I'll have enough travel in the front for some good crawling, and then as far as the rear, I'll probably have enough to hold all this weight that I've added. So that's the goal. Yeah, I mean, ultimately a CTIS system would be superb, but we'll see. I'll have to wait to see if 7.4 Weld makes one. Is it 7.4 Weld or is it 74 Weld? I call it 74 Weld sometimes I call it 7.4 Weld, I don't know. But anyway, rear bumper is awesome. And long term, super long term, at some point, the reason why I wanted this hitch was because I'm probably gonna have to get a camper if I want my family to come, and then we might decide to debulk some of this and just tow a camper, or I could have a quick setup, you know, for if I want to do crazy trails and camp solo and leave this on, and then if the family wants to come, pull a big old off-road camper. So I mean, this thing's gonna do it all, bro. That's the goal. All right, so the last campground was taken. That tent that I showed you. Yeah. Anyway, so I came and found another campground, and it's got a nice view. Look at that. Beautiful. It's awesome, isn't it? Thinking park right here, or maybe flip the truck around so I can see the view on that side, possibly. I might do that. Looking good, man. Looking good. This is somewhere in Colorado. I think it's like Stony Pass Road, not to be confused with Stony Pass. Stony Pass Road. It's south of, it's a little bit southwest of Denver, not too much, not too far away. Nice campsite, dude. Nice vibes. Nice. View is beautiful. It's all about the views. That's why we do it. Not the views on YouTube, but these views, you know?